Do you use a standard laptop bag, a backpack, or are you more of a homemade sleeve kind of person? Because if you're in that last group, the people who like things that look different, feel different, and stand out, this might be the business for you. Whether you use a laptop or a tablet, it doesn't matter. What matters is your creative brain. Because that's the thing that's going to make you the moolah here. Not equipment, not inventory, not a workshop. Just your ability to create something unique in a world full of boring black generic tech sleeves. And before we go any further, if you like simple, low-cost business ideas like this, hit subscribe. I post a new one every day. Bear with me here because I'm going to show you 3 different ways you can make these sleeves, and then I'll walk you through exactly how to market any of them. If you already know which method you want to use, feel free to skip ahead a minute or so. But if you're not sure yet, this part will save you time, money, and a lot of trial and error. Most laptop sleeves on the market are mass-produced, forgettable, and identical. They're functional, but they're not personal, and that's the gap you're stepping into. Today's idea is all about creating custom laptop and tablet sleeves using one of 3 production methods: hand-sewn, crocheted, or print-on-demand. Each one has different startup costs, different margins, and different ways to scale. But all 3 can be combined into a single brand that feels unique, aesthetic, and premium. Let's start with the first model: hand-sewn sleeves. This is the craftsmanship angle. You're creating sleeves using materials like canvas, denim, felt, faux leather, neoprene, or quilted fabrics. The startup cost is tiny. A basic sewing machine is 80 to 120 pounds. Fabric for a single sleeve costs between 3 to 8 pounds. Padding adds another 1 pound. Thread, zips, and closures add maybe 50 pence, so your total cost per sleeve is usually under 10 pounds. Handmade sleeves sell for 25 to 60 pounds depending on the material and the aesthetic. That means your profit margin is often 60 to 80%. The appeal is simple. Most laptop sleeves look corporate and dull. Yours can be colorful, patterned, minimalist, textured, premium, or personalized. You can offer custom sizing for 13-inch, 14-inch, 15-inch, 16-inch, iPads, Kindles, whatever the customer needs. You can offer initials, names, color choices, pockets, waterproof lining, magnetic closures, or matching cable pouches. These small touches instantly elevate the product and justify higher pricing. The second model is crocheted or knitted sleeves. This is the aesthetic angle. Crocheted sleeves stand out because they're tactile, soft, warm, and visually striking. They photograph beautifully. They appeal to the cottagecore, pastel, retro, and handmade lover audiences. And they're perfect for TikTok and Instagram because the process itself is content. You can film yourself making the sleeve, choosing the yarn, stitching the pattern, or packaging the order. People love watching handmade items come to life. The startup cost here is even lower. A crochet hook is 3 pounds. Yarn for a sleeve is 4 to 10 pounds depending on thickness and quality. Your cost per sleeve is usually under 12 pounds. Crocheted sleeves sell for 30 to 80 pounds depending on the design and the time involved. The margins are excellent, but the trade-off is time. These sleeves take longer to make, so they're not as scalable unless you bring in additional makers later. But they're incredible for building a brand because they're instantly recognizable and highly shareable. The third model is print-on-demand sleeves. This is the scalable angle. You upload your designs to platforms like Printify, Printful, Gelato, or Redbubble, and they print the design onto a neoprene sleeve and ship it directly to the customer. You never touch inventory. You never buy stock. You never handle shipping. Your startup cost is basically zero, just your time and your designs. The economics are simple. A print-on-demand sleeve costs 10 to 18 pounds depending on the supplier. You sell it for 20 to 35 pounds. Your profit is 8 to 20 pounds per sale. The margins are lower than handmade, but the scalability is unlimited. You can upload 50 designs in a week and test which ones sell. If one goes viral, you can sell hundreds without lifting a finger. And because you're not making anything by hand, you can focus on marketing, design, and brand building. Now let's talk about how you actually market these sleeves, because this is where the business becomes real. The first channel is TikTok and Instagram Reels. These These platforms love craft content, aesthetic content, and transformation content. If you're sewing, film it. If you're crocheting, film it. If you're designing patterns for print on demand, screen record it. Show the process. Show the textures. Show the colors. Show the packaging. Show the "I made this sleeve for a designer or gamer or student" angle. These videos get views because they're satisfying, visual, and personal. The second channel is Etsy. People already search for custom laptop sleeve, crochet laptop case, aesthetic laptop sleeve, and cute tablet cover. Etsy is a built-in marketplace with buyers who want unique, handmade, or personalized products. You don't need ads. You don't need a website. You just need good photos, clear sizing, and a few variations. Etsy is especially powerful for the handmade and crochet models, but print on demand can work too if your designs are strong. The third channel is Pinterest. This is the goldmine for aesthetic products. Laptop sleeves fit perfectly into the Pinterest ecosystem because people search for workspace inspiration, study aesthetics, desk setups, and tech accessories. A single pin can drive traffic for months. And because Pinterest is visual search, your designs can rank without you needing a following. The fourth channel is niche communities. Reddit has communities for MacBook users, Surface users, designers, writers, students, anime fans, gamers, all of whom use laptops and tablets. Discord groups, university societies, and local craft fairs are also great places to get early traction. But the most powerful marketing tool in this entire business is influencers. Not huge influencers, micro-influencers. People with 5,000 to 50,000 followers who have highly engaged audiences. These creators love showcasing aesthetic products, handmade items, and unique accessories. And laptop sleeves fit perfectly into their content because they're functional, visual, and personal. Here's the magic. Influencers don't need to sell your product. They just need to show it. A simple, "What's in my bag?" video. A desk setup video, a study vlog, a productivity routine. A new laptop sleeve just arrived, unboxing. These videos get views because they're part of everyday content. And because your sleeve looks different from the generic Amazon ones, people ask where it's from. You can send sleeves to influencers for free. Your cost is 10 to 12 pounds for materials or 15 pounds for a print-on-demand sample. If an influencer drives even 5 sales, you've already made your money back. If they drive 20, you profit. If they drive 50, you scale. And if one video goes viral, you can sell hundreds in a week. That's why influencers are the multiplier in this business. Now let's talk about the part everyone cares about, how much money you can actually make doing this. And the answer depends on which model you choose because each one has different margins and different ceilings. Hand-sewn sleeves are the high-margin, medium-volume option. Your cost per sleeve is usually 5 to 10 pounds, and they sell for 25 to 60 pounds. That means you're making 15 to 50 pounds profit every time. If you make 20 sleeves a month, that's 300 to 1,000 pounds. If you make 50 sleeves a month, that's 750 to 2,500 pounds. Crocheted sleeves cost 6 to 12 pounds to make and sell for 30 to 80 pounds. That's 20 to 68 pounds profit per sleeve. They take longer, so you might only make 10 to 15 a month, which is still 200 to 1,000 pounds profit. If you bring in help or create limited edition drops, you can double that. And because crochet content goes viral so easily, one good video can sell out your entire month in a day. Print-on-demand sleeves cost 10 to 18 pounds and sell for 20 to 35 pounds, giving you 8 to 20 pounds profit per sale. The margins are lower, but the volume is unlimited. If you sell 50 sleeves a month, that's 400 to 1,000 pounds profit. If you sell 100 to 200 sleeves a month, which is very doable with strong designs and influencer support, that's 800 to 4,000 pounds profit, and you never touch a single product. So what's the real earning potential? If you treat this like a hobby, you'll make 200 to 500 pounds a month. If you treat it like a side business, you'll make 500 to 2,000 pounds a month. But if you treat it like a brand, combining handmade, crochet, and print on demand, working with influencers and uploading new designs regularly, you can realistically hit 2,000 to 10,000 pounds a month. The ceiling is determined by your creativity, your consistency, and how well you niche down. Now let's talk about scaling, because this business can grow in several directions. If you're sewing sleeves, you can bring in additional makers or outsource production to a local seamstress. If you're crocheting, you can hire crocheters or create limited edition drops to increase demand. If you're using print on demand, you can upload hundreds of designs and test them rapidly. You can also expand into matching accessories, mouse mats, cable pouches, keyboard covers, tote bags, stickers, wallpapers, and desk mats. These add-on products increase your average order value and make your brand feel complete. You can also scale by niching down. Instead of trying to appeal to everyone, you can dominate one niche. Designers, students, writers, gamers, anime fans, minimalists, cottagecore lovers. Tech meets fashion buyers. When you niche down, your marketing becomes easier, your designs become more focused, and your brand becomes more memorable. And here's the long-term play. Once you've built a brand around unique tech accessories, you can expand into other products. Phone cases, iPad covers, keyboard sleeves, camera bags, travel organizers. All of these products use the same skills, the same designs, and the same audience. You're not just selling sleeves, you're building a lifestyle brand around personalized tech protection. What started as sewing a few sleeves or uploading a few designs becomes a real business. A brand people recognize, a product line people share, a niche you own. And all of it starts with a simple idea. Make laptop sleeves that don't look like everyone else's. Subscribe to MicroBiz365 for low-cost business ideas every day.